Not the drama of yesterday, but two English teams through to the Europa League semi-final. This is your match review. Yes, I'm here stepping in for Ramon, watching this Europa League quarter-final second leg. I mean, what do we make of this competition? It's an important competition if you're trying to get back in the Champions League. Outside of that, a bit of a pub league thing. Quality was poor. I can say that. We've been in it, Manchester United. We've been in it under Fergie. We've been in it under Van Gaal. Did we go in it under Van Gaal? Yeah, we did, didn't we? Lost to Liverpool. Been in it under Mourinho. Won it, of course, 2017. So I know what this competition is about. And if you don't win it, it's really a waste of your time. But the reality is both English teams have a good chance of winning it. Of course, there can only be one winner. And they're both still going to be fighting for that top 4 position and using and hoping that this Europa League can be possibly what they say the backdoor entrance, or to add to a top 4 finish. Because if you get top 4 and win this trophy, then that's even better because you're not relying on it, but it's another trophy to add to your cabinet. Chelsea, of course, they've won it already in 2013. Is that correct? 2013. But Arsenal, they haven't won it. They haven't won it yet. They've got to a final when it was the UEFA Cup. And they would love to win it, and they've got the manager to do it. Unai Emery, he loves this competition. Maybe we need to start calling it the Unai League. I don't know how that for Unai Emery League. Let's call it that, Unai Emery League, because he loves it. Quarterfinals, semi-finals, three times winners in a row with Sevilla, and he's back in another semi-final after beating Napoli 3-0 on aggregate, 1-0 over in Naples through Alexander Lacazette free kick. Good strike, clean strike. Wasn't in the corner. Keeper should have saved it. Don't know what the keeper was doing. Moved to his right. The man was over 30 yards out. And you're trying to anticipate. You've got enough time to see where the ball's going and get across your goal. He moves and the ball goes passing to the left. 1-0, game over. Literally game over at that point because Napoli needed 4 goals on it. They didn't get any away goals, so they need 4-1. They would have to have won that game at that point. And the reality is, they were toothless. They never looked like scoring. They had a couple of chances early. I think Milic, I remember, had a header. Lorenzo Insigne actually had a goal ruled out for offside. Correctly ruled out. But Milic had a free header and he didn't even test the keeper. And that, you could say, is a turning point, but it was also the moment that you realise, yeah, Napoli haven't got anything to offer. And at no point in that second half did they even look like getting back into the game itself on the night. It was poor. It was real. Milic had another chance. It was really a tap-in at the far post and he completely just he rolled it for over the ball. Missed it completely. So and Arsenal could have scored himself. Aubameyang had a one-on-one chance where it was passed across the area. He really should have made it 2-0. Good night. Great save from the keeper, but he should never be given the chance of making that save because Aubameyang was in acres. But Napoli, you think they're second in Serie A, and you're thinking that league must be dead. Because how have they got it? They did not look like scoring at all. And they're at home. The thing is, they look more dangerous in the Champions League against PSG and Liverpool. So maybe you have to give some credit to Arsenal and Unai Emery, the way they set up. They had some defensive issues individually, in terms of like Monreal. He made a few individual errors, but nearly scored an own goal actually. But they weren't ready. They were comfortable. Arsenal were comfortable. The 2-0 lead, of course, helped. But he went with Ramsey, Aubameyang and Lacazette. The two of them starting, which hasn't done on many occasions this season. But in the last couple of games, it looks like he's going with these two up front, and it definitely worked because they knew once they scored one, Napoli were pretty much out of it. The only downside for Arsenal was the fact that Ramsey got injured in the first half, hamstring pulled up. Not long left in the rest of the season, so there's going to be question marks about whether or not he's played his last game for Arsenal. For his sake, and maybe for the fans, you might hope that he at least gets one more game to have a proper goodbye, send off back when he goes to Juve. But it's possible that he may well have played his last game for Arsenal. If I'm correct, he scored in the first leg, didn't he? Which set them up on this, on their way to this success and through to the semi-finals, where they will play Valencia. Definitely been dealt the harder side of the draw, but it's a game that they should feel they can win. Not sure which game is at first, home first or away. I'm not sure the setting for that one, but Valencia are a team that can be beat. They were in a group in the Champions League with Man United, Young Boys and Juventus, and they were poor. They were so poor. Obviously we were playing so bad at the time. We drew them at home, lost them in the last group game away. We were already qualified, but they're so bad. Arsenal, I think they should be confident of making the final. On the other side, Chelsea were playing Slavia Prague. They won their first leg 1-0 away from home, so really should be a comfortable evening back at Stamford Bridge, right? And it started so. 3-0 up, 4-0 up, no. 3-0 up after about 17 minutes. Pedro, own goal, and Giroud. Sarri-ball in full effect. Chelsea fans delighted at the way they were playing. Then Slavia Prague got to go back. Free header at the corner, poor marking, good header, keeper no chance, 3-1. But at that point, Chelsea 4-1 up, comfortably going through. Second half starts, about 5 minutes in, 2 goals from Sevic, I think his name is. First shot, left foot outside the box. Beaten Kepa at his near post, you'd say. I think the keeper should have done much better. I think he reacted late. I don't know if he was unsighted behind any of the defenders, but he seemed to react late and got beaten down low at his near post, where you would think a better keeper would have saved it. The same Kepa who people was claiming to be better than David De Gea. Yeah, class is permanent, guys. Form is temporary. I'm not saying Kepa can't be class, but one mistake from De Gea doesn't drop his ranking down that far. But that's something for another day. And a few minutes later, Sevic again picks up a shot, takes a shot, and it arrows into the far corner. Kepa no chance. And the thing is, Kepa must be thinking, what the hell do I have to do? Because he got beaten by a screamer from Salah on the weekend, and he got beaten by a screamer into the same corner again. Nothing he could do about that. 4-3. Wouldn't say nervy moments, but at that point, Slavia Prague probably felt confident that, yeah, we can get something. If we get another one, before the 80th minute mark, we only need one more because, of course, at that point, they've got 3 away goals already. But Chelsea were pretty comfortable after that. Slavia Prague resorted to kicking Hazard. In the end, he was actually subbed off. If I'm correct, I think he was subbed off. And, put on ice because he's going to be key for the rest of their season. But the game kind of just leveled out after that. Chelsea controlled in their play. Didn't really give Slavia Prague that many opportunities from 4-3. And they comfortably see through 5-3 on aggregate. So they're through to the semi-finals, and they will meet Eintracht Frankfurt, who lost the first leg. I think they were down to 10 men as well, and they lost the first leg 4-2 away to Benfica. But that was such a good result because they were down to 10 men. To get 2 away goals and only be a 2-goal margin, that gave them so much confidence and so much hope to go into that second leg. And they did. They went home against Benfica and won 2-0 to go through on away goals, 4-4 in aggregate. and they will meet Chelsea in the semi-final. Of course, as I said, Arsenal are playing Valencia, who beat Villarreal 2-0 on the night, 5-1 on aggregate, so very comfortable tie, very comfortable night for them. It'll be interesting, the semi-finals. I'm going to back Chelsea and Arsenal to get through. It's actually the first time in 35 years that 4 English clubs have made it to European semi-finals in the same season. Obviously, Tottenham and Liverpool in the Champions League, Arsenal and Chelsea in the Europa League. Could get an all-English European double. That would be fantastic for the Premier League. Not so fantastic for me as a Man United fan. Especially when your Champions League places can be secured by winning those competitions. But it's going to be an interesting end to the season. Arsenal, they're through. Chelsea, they're through. Comfortably both on the night. We'll see if they can make it to the final. Make sure you check out the rest of our videos, guys. I'll see you soon.